Welcome to the first module about understanding your sleep cycle. Within this course, the goal really is to have as many waking hours to do the things we love and be productive while still being able to maintain to high energy levels and a healthy lifestyle. Because in the end, sleep is the way to live a more healthy and productive lifestyle than you wanted to have before. Most people, when they think of sleep as an on-off button. Right? The moment you sleep, it's off, and the moment you're awake, it's on. But sleep is a little bit more complicated than that. During your sleep, you're not just in one phase, in an off state. No, there's actually something called sleep cycles. And as you can see in this image, there is 5 stages of sleep. So in the down below axis, you can see the hours of sleep, which is on an average, and the recommended amount of hours, 8 hours of sleep. And throughout the night, you will cycle through these stages to see which all are so essential to sleep better. And I will tell you what each stage is doing. So the ones on the left, you can see that we are obviously awake. It's the first stage. And it's also kind of surprising to some of you maybe that it's very normal to be awake a couple of times during the night. As you can see here, there are multiple peaks right there that indicate a couple of minutes being awake is totally normal and fine. The second stage is the REM stage, which is rapid eye movement. Then we have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. And I will get into those now. So stage 1 is the transition between wakefulness and sleep. It's where the brain waves slow down and where you can be easily awakened, for example, by a sound in your bedroom or something else that is disturbing, maybe a light that goes on or a car driving by your house. And usually this cycle lasts between 5 to 10 minutes. But it is essential to have this stage 1 sleep, right? Because every single cycle is either responsible for the restoration of your body or your mind. So do not think that light sleep, as this is referred to as well, is not useful to you and that you only need to get that deep sleep. The second stage is stage 2, which is where the body temperature begins to decrease, your heart rate starts to slow down, and it really starts to prepare the body to enter that well-wanted deep sleep. And this lasts for about 20 minutes or so. Stage 3 is where delta waves, the slow brain waves, are produced and where you are transitions from a light to a deep sleep. And this is really where the body is repairing itself, right? Because what happens during the night is basically your body restoring their muscles, restoring the processes and cleaning your mind. It's really like you could compare your brain to be a bit dirty before you go to sleep, and after you have slept for 8 hours, it's totally cleansed, right? The body has made sure that the body was prepared for another day. So sleep is very, very important, and within this stage, the body is doing these repairs. So make sure that you also pass through stage 3. And stage 4 is what we actually call the deep sleep, right? Characterized by these slow brain waves. So when we talk about these slow brain waves, it's a way to measure sleep at the moment. And in the deep sleep, that's the only moment when people get these slow brain waves that you can see. And last but not least, I referred to this before, is the rapid eye movement sleep. This eye movement is named that way because during this stage your eyes start to move rapidly. It's mostly the moment when you have dreams. You have increased respiration and brain activity as well. And usually after 90 minutes after falling asleep, that's when you experience it. It typically lasts to 10 minutes. And the funny thing is that if you wake up in your deep sleep of REM sleep, is when you can feel grumpy, right? Because you come from a very deep restorative sleep. And if you wake up in the middle of that through an alarm clock, you may not feel that rested. So it's very important to also to be awoken during your light sleeping stage. So here you can see it. The stages 1 to 2 correspond to the light sleep. Stages 3 to 4 correspond with your deep sleep, and stage 5 really is the rapid eye movement sleep. So these are the cycles that you walk through and that you can see are all just as essential to restore body and mind, and that your sleep is not just an on and off button.